Hello, it's Phillip Taylor speaking from Richmond Green Chambers, and this morning I'm looking at a book which we've reviewed before. This is a book from Tolley, it's Butterworth's Tolley, the LexisNexis group. It's called Tolley's Estate Planning for 2012 to 13. This is a sort of annual event now for these books. These are really excellent books for people involved in this area of the financial market. It's written by two people, Sharon McKie and Simon McKie of McKie & Co, who are advisory services people. It's a limited liability partnership they run. The title that we've given this review is A Guide to Effective Estate Planning at the Lowest Cost, now in the latest edition for 2012 to 13. Let's have a look at the book first. There's the front cover, a cover we've seen before, I think. The side, the spine, and then there's the back, and you can see what they say about it. Now, the book's quite heavy. It runs to over 600 pages, 660 odd pages. That's the index at the back, you can see. Then you'll have various things. You've got a very interesting case study, which we'll mention in a minute. The paragraph numbering at the side makes it very easy to find the information concerned. There are no footnotes as such, but the book has a huge amount of content which is very, very useful. Do please look at the details about the authors, the front there, and then have a look at the short preface, and you can see also the contents. Now, I'm going to just mention a little bit about what we said in the review, because whether you're an accountant or lawyer specialising in tax advice or a private individual concerned with financial planning, for those of your personal and family resources that constitute an estate, you really do need this book. Bearing in mind the complexities of this area, the book offers many benefits, not least of which is its clarity in our view. In other words, a plain English approach, illustrated by any number of practical examples, and I'll come on to them. If you argue about estate planning that is actually life planning, it must also take account of virtually all aspects of life that can impact on personal or family wealth, from children and grandchildren to matrimonial breakdown to pensions and post-death estate planning. The volume is as up to date as the previous edition, and it's been well regarded and well received for a number of years now, because it is an expert in its own field. Note that it contains much new material in line with the numerous changes to tax legislation and takes account of the Finance Act 2012. What I did like is that, no doubt with a view to making the principles and practice demonstrated in the book even clearer, a typical, well-imagined example of the progress of a typical life is included as a final chapter right at the back in the life of Henry Clearstory. Fascinating reading this, as it's referred to as a lifetime of planning, a case study. Henry's financial affairs from his birth in 1987 to his eventual demise in 2072 are painstakingly documented. Fascinating insight onto what to do. So can I thank all concerned for producing this book for this year, for 2012-13. It's an excellent contribution to this area of law and practice. Thank you. Bye-bye.